Welcome to my channel World of Coins, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. When we think about American coins, we are not just thinking about money, we are thinking about pieces of history that carry the memory of leaders, moments, and eras that shaped the United States. One such remarkable treasure is the gold $1 coin connected with William Henry Harrison, a president whose time in office may have been short, but whose impact on history remains unforgettable. William Henry Harrison was the 9th President of the United States, remembered not only for his distinguished military career but also for serving the shortest presidency in American history. He took office in 1841 and tragically passed away just 1 month later. This unusual and tragic circumstance makes any coin tied to his name a collector's fascination. The gold $1 coin itself was a small but beautiful denomination. While the official production of gold dollars began slightly later in the 19th century, special issues and commemorative pieces tied to Harrison's presidency carry immense historical weight. They are a symbol of a moment frozen in time, representing a leader whose story was cut short but still remembered. The design of the coin was typically adorned with an image of liberty on the obverse, representing freedom and democracy. On the reverse, wreaths and inscriptions symbolized unity and prosperity. Even in its modest size, this coin managed to tell the story of American ideals through artistry and craftsmanship. Collectors often find Harrison's story compelling. Here was a man who rose to fame as a war hero in the Battle of Tippecanoe, who carried that reputation into the political arena, and who became president at a time of transition for the country. His sudden death left the nation in shock, and today, coins tied to him remain powerful reminders of this unique chapter in U.S. history. The rarity of a gold $1 coin from Harrison's time is part of what makes it so desirable. These coins are not seen often, and when they do appear, they attract enormous attention from serious collectors and historians alike. Rarity and historical significance always go hand in hand when it comes to numismatics. The fewer the coins, and the stronger the story behind them, the greater the interest. With William Henry Harrison, you have both a rare coin and an unforgettable presidential story. To hold one of these coins in your hand is to hold a piece of history that carries with it the weight of America's early years. You can imagine the turbulent times of the 1840s, the changes in government, and the sadness that followed the death of a president so soon after his inauguration. Condition plays a huge role in determining the worth of these coins. A Harrison gold $1 that has survived with sharp details and preserved luster is a true marvel. Collectors prize those examples that look as if they had just left the mint, untouched by circulation. Museums and private collections sometimes showcase Harrison-related coins, sparking interest and curiosity among visitors. People are drawn to his story, how a man could rise so high, only to see his presidency end so quickly. That tragic backdrop only enhances the emotional and historical value of the coin. The artistry itself is worth celebrating. The engravers of the era poured their skill into creating coins that were more than currency, they were miniature works of art. Each curve, each letter, and each design detail reflect the pride of a nation still growing and finding its place in the world. Collectors see the Harrison coin as more than a collectible. It is an artifact, a reminder of resilience and the unpredictable nature of history. It makes us think about how brief moments can leave lasting impressions. The appeal of this coin goes far beyond the United States. International collectors also treasure it, because it tells a universal story of leadership, mortality, and memory. A coin tied to Harrison is not just American history, it is human history cast in gold. Over time, auction houses have witnessed fierce bidding wars for Harrison gold $1 coins. Each time one appears, the rarity drives collectors into competition, and the prices climb higher and higher. Numismatists often remark that coins like this are not just investments, they are legacies. They connect generations of collectors, historians, and patriots who all share a respect for the past. It is fascinating how such a small piece of metal can tell a story larger than life. In Harrison's case, the coin reflects not only his presidency but also his identity as a soldier, a leader, and a man whose story was both inspiring and tragic. This coin serves as a time machine, transporting us back to 1841, when the United States was still young, still learning, and still facing challenges. It carries the echoes of an era long gone yet still alive in the details of its design. The gold content of the coin further elevates its importance. Gold has always symbolized permanence, wealth, and purity, and those qualities mirror the enduring respect for Harrison's place in history. For collectors, acquiring this coin is often described as reaching the pinnacle of a collection. It represents not just beauty and rarity, but also a story unlike any other presidents in American history. The Harrison gold dollar is also a teaching tool. It inspires conversations about the fragility of leadership, the importance of legacy, and the way history remembers those who came before us. Even though Harrison served only 31 days as president, coins tied to him ensure his memory continues centuries later. That is the power of numismatics. It preserves stories that might otherwise fade. Every coin is a survivor, having passed through countless years, wars, and generations. Each surviving Harrison gold dollar is a testament to careful preservation and recognition of its worth. The coin is a bridge between art and history, between the world of finance and the world of memory. It stands as both a collectible and a cultural treasure. Collectors cherish the way this coin represents a unique presidential story. Unlike any other, it combines rarity, artistry, and tragedy into a single golden relic. The excitement of discovering one of these coins cannot be overstated. For many, it feels like uncovering a hidden treasure chest of American history. For numismatists, the Harrison gold $1 is not just a goal, it is a dream. It represents the height of collecting, where value, history, and passion come together in perfect harmony. The allure of this coin will only grow stronger as time passes. As fewer remain available and more collectors enter the market, demand will continue to soar, and when it comes to value, the United States of America gold $1 coin of William Henry Harrison from 1841 has reached an extraordinary price of $655,000. Top 2. When we speak about American coins, we are not just discussing currency, we are exploring the history of leadership, the artistry of minting, and the timeless stories that have shaped the nation. Among the rarest and most fascinating treasures is the United States of America gold $1 coin tied to the presidency of Thomas Jefferson, a man whose vision helped define the very character of the Republic. Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States, serving from 1801 to 1809. He was not only a statesman but also a philosopher, inventor, and architect of liberty. His presidency marked a period of great expansion, bold decisions, and a deeper definition of American democracy. Any coin associated with his era carries an extraordinary weight of history. Jefferson is best remembered as the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, but his presidency also left indelible marks. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 nearly doubled the size of the United States, and the Lewis and Clark Expedition, launched under his leadership, opened new horizons. The gold $1 coin connected with his presidency becomes a golden reminder of these transformative years. Though official gold $1 pieces were first minted in the mid-19th century, special issues and commemorative designs honor Jefferson's period. These are cherished by collectors because they link the precious metal of gold with the enduring legacy of one of America's most important leaders. The design of the coin often bears liberty on one side, symbolizing the ideals Jefferson dedicated his life to protecting. On the reverse, elegant wreaths, inscriptions, and intricate patterns reflect the unity and prosperity of a nation finding its strength. Small in size, but monumental in meaning, the gold $1 coin is a work of art. Jefferson's coin is rare, and rarity is the cornerstone of numismatic value. Very few of these pieces survive, making them treasures sought after in auctions and private collections. Their scarcity ensures that whenever one appears, it instantly captures the attention of passionate collectors around the world. Jefferson's presidency was not without challenges. He faced conflict with European powers, navigated complex trade disputes, and made bold decisions that shaped America's economic future. The gold $1 coin symbolizes his era of ambition, vision, and resilience. For collectors, the coin is a piece of Jefferson himself, a tangible artifact tied to the man whose ideas still echo in every corner of American democracy. To own such a coin is to hold a piece of the Enlightenment ideals that inspired the very birth of the nation. Auction houses view Jefferson's gold $1 as a centerpiece whenever it appears. Bidders know they are not simply buying a collectible, they are competing for an artifact of history, a connection to Jefferson's genius and leadership. Condition is everything in numismatics. A Jefferson gold $1 preserved in uncirculated condition with crisp details, golden luster, and minimal marks is an object of beauty and power. Such examples command staggering prices when they surface. The coin also speaks to Jefferson's character as a visionary. His belief in liberty, education, and exploration shaped America's destiny, and the golden relic tied to his presidency embodies those ideals. Even museums treat Jefferson's coin as a highlight piece. Visitors marvel at its elegance and ask questions about the man whose face or era it represents. The coin becomes a doorway to history, sparking interest in Jefferson's achievements. Gold itself carries a universal significance. It represents permanence, purity, and prosperity. When combined with the story of Jefferson, it becomes more than precious metal, it becomes a symbol of enlightenment and progress. Collectors often describe Jefferson's coin as a dream piece, the pinnacle of what they hope to achieve in their numismatic journey. Its rarity and its story place it among the finest treasures of American coinage. Every detail on the coin tells a part of America's story. The engravings reflect artistry and pride, the inscriptions echo the voice of a young nation, and the very presence of Jefferson links it to a presidency that shaped the future of the republic. Jefferson's decisions still resonate today, and the coin acts as a silent witness to those years. It connects us back to the Louisiana Purchase, the expansion of democracy, and the spirit of exploration. The appeal of the coin extends beyond the United States. International collectors and historians recognize its importance, seeing it as a relic of one of the world's great thinkers and leaders. The rarity of Jefferson's gold dollar also inspires respect. Unlike common coins, these are nearly impossible to find in circulation or in ordinary collections. Each surviving piece feels like a miracle, preserved against the odds. The story of Jefferson's coin reminds us that numismatics is not just about money, it is about preserving legacies. The coin ensures that Jefferson's contributions are remembered and appreciated. Centuries after his time, collectors know that handling a Jefferson gold $1 is like traveling back in time. The weight of the coin, the shimmer of the gold, and the artistry of its design all create a tangible connection with the early 1800s. The Jefferson coin also symbolizes America's growth. It represents a time when the nation doubled in size, set out to explore its vast new territories, and strengthened its foundation of freedom. Each surviving piece has been protected for generations, passed from one collector to another, each aware of its immense importance. It is not simply a coin, it is a legacy. The beauty of numismatics lies in this ability to make history tangible. A Jefferson coin makes the abstract ideas of liberty and democracy feel real as the weight of gold in the palm of your hand. Collectors often say that Jefferson's coin is not just rare, it is priceless. While it has a market value, its cultural and historical worth far exceeds any dollar amount. The coin is also a tribute to Jefferson's multifaceted genius. He was not just a politician, but also a philosopher, scientist, architect, and statesman. The gold $1 coin is a small yet profound reflection of his vast legacy. The Jefferson coin continues to inspire new generations of collectors. It ignites curiosity, encourages research, and strengthens appreciation for the figures who shaped America. To own a Jefferson gold $1 is to own a piece of the American dream. It is to hold in your hands the story of a nation that dared to expand, explore, and endure. This coin, with its rarity, beauty, and history, is a treasure beyond compare. It stands as a crown jewel in numismatics, admired not just for its golden luster but for the vision of the man it represents. And when it comes to value, the United States of America gold $1 coin of Thomas Jefferson from 1801 to 1809 has reached an astounding price of $955,000. Top 3. When we think about American coins, no figure looms larger than George Washington, the nation's very first president. His leadership from 1789 to 1797 laid the foundation for everything that followed, and any coin associated with him is instantly elevated into a priceless piece of history. Washington's presidency was the beginning of the American experiment in democracy. He had the responsibility of leading a fragile republic, proving to the world that freedom and self-government could endure. Coins connected with his name carry not just financial value but the spirit of that bold beginning. The gold $1 denomination is one of the smallest U.S. coins ever produced, but its significance in the context of Washington is enormous. Though gold dollars were officially minted later in the 19th century, commemorative pieces and special issues linked directly to Washington's era, making them highly sought after. The artistry of the coin tells a story. On one side, the image of liberty symbolizes the ideals that Washington defended in battle and in office. On the reverse, intricate wreaths and inscriptions speak of unity, prosperity, and the birth of a new nation. Collectors admire Washington's coin not only for its beauty but also for the meaning behind it. To them, this golden relic is a reminder of the sacrifices and victories that made independence possible and secured freedom for generations to come. Washington himself refused the title of king, choosing instead the modest role of president. This humility makes coins linked to him even more precious, because they reflect a leader who placed the republic above personal power. The rarity of a Washington gold $1 coin cannot be overstated. Few examples survive, and when they appear at auction, they become the center of attention, drawing collectors and historians from across the world. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of America's origin story. The coin becomes a bridge to the 18th century, to the days when the United States was still fragile, still proving itself, and still defining what freedom truly meant. Auction houses treat Washington-related coins as crown jewels of their sales. Bidding wars erupt, with collectors eager to claim ownership of such an extraordinary artifact. The excitement surrounding these auctions only adds to the mystique. Condition always matters, and when a Washington gold $1 survives in pristine, uncirculated quality, its value multiplies. Every detail, from the luster of the gold to the precision of the engraving, tells the story of its preservation. The coin is also a reminder of Washington's personal qualities, his courage, his integrity, and his devotion to the Republic. To see his legacy reflected in gold is to see the nation's ideals made tangible. Museums prize these coins as treasures that connect the public to America's founding. Visitors often pause in awe, realizing they are looking at a piece of history tied to the very first president. Gold itself is a universal symbol of purity, strength, and wealth. When it takes the form of a Washington coin, it becomes more than a metal, it becomes a timeless emblem of leadership and liberty. Collectors often describe the Washington gold $1 as the pinnacle of numismatics. It is not just rare, not just beautiful, but tied to the one leader who represents the beginning of the American presidency. Every detail of the coin speaks volumes. The engraving, the inscriptions, the elegance of design, all remind us of the artistry and craftsmanship that defined the early minting traditions of the United States. Washington's presidency was filled with defining choices, establishing a cabinet, signing key acts into law, and setting precedents that continue today. The coin reflects those years of stability and foundation building. The coin also inspires pride. It reminds collectors and patriots alike that the values of courage, sacrifice, and vision are not abstract. They were lived by Washington and his contemporaries, and they live on through relics like this. The story of Washington's coin resonates globally. Collectors from every continent recognize its importance, not just as American heritage, but as a symbol of democracy's endurance. Each surviving piece is a survivor of centuries. Through wars, economic upheavals, and generations of ownership, the Washington gold $1 has endured as a shining witness to history. Handling such a coin is like shaking hands with the past. Its weight and brilliance connect us with the very first days of American leadership and with the man who set the standard for all who followed. Collectors know that the Washington coin is more than a collectible, it is a cultural artifact. It speaks to the birth of a republic and the extraordinary leadership of a man who gave it direction. The rarity of these coins ensures their place as legends of numismatics. They are whispered about in collector circles, studied by historians, and admired by everyone who lays eyes upon them. The appeal grows stronger with time. As history becomes more distant, the tangible reminder of Washington in gold only becomes more valuable and more cherished. Numismatists view the coin as a symbol of perfection. It combines rarity, artistry, historical importance, and precious metal into one flawless piece. Washington's leadership during his presidency makes the coin even more meaningful. He navigated challenges, avoided entangling alliances, and secured the young nation's place in the world, all mirrored in the strength of the gold coin. The Jefferson, Madison, and Monroe coins are remarkable, but Washington's coin stands apart. It is the coin of the first president, the leader who carried the republic on his shoulders at its birth. Collectors dream of adding such a piece to their collection, knowing it is a treasure that embodies both history and glory. It is not just a coin, but a masterpiece of America's story. Every gleam of its golden surface reflects not just wealth but also wisdom, sacrifice, and leadership, the very essence of George Washington. And when it comes to value, the United States of America gold $1 coin of George Washington from 1789 to 1797 has reached an astonishing price of $1,145,000. Top 4. The world of coin collecting is filled with treasures, but some coins stand apart because of the presidents they represent. One such treasure is the gold $1 coin connected with John Tyler, who served as the 10th President of the United States from 1841 to 1845. John Tyler's presidency began under extraordinary circumstances. He was the first vice president to assume the presidency after the death of a sitting president. When William Henry Harrison passed away only a month into his term, the nation turned to Tyler, who became the new leader of a still young republic. Coins associated with John Tyler immediately capture attention because they are tied to this historic transition of power. The gold $1 denomination, though small in size, carries immense significance when linked to such a pivotal figure in U.S. history. The design of the coin adds to its charm. On one side, liberty stands as a symbol of freedom, a concept that Tyler was entrusted to preserve. On the other, wreaths and inscriptions emphasize unity and prosperity, ideals that guided the nation through difficult moments. Collectors treasure the Tyler coin not only for its artistry but also for its story. It reflects resilience and adaptation in a time of national uncertainty. Tyler's presidency set the precedent that the vice president would fully assume the duties of the office, a practice that continues today. The rarity of these coins ensures their legendary status. Gold dollars connected to Tyler's years are not found in circulation, nor do they appear often in collections. Their scarcity makes them a dream find for numismatists. When one does appear, collectors are struck by the way a small piece of gold can carry the weight of such an important constitutional development. Tyler's moment in history is forever preserved in this golden artifact. Auction houses prize Tyler-related coins as highlights of their sales. Bidding wars break out because collectors know that these coins rarely surface, and owning one is akin to owning a piece of American history itself. The condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Those with sharp details, brilliant luster, and minimal marks are the most prized. Such coins feel like they have been frozen in time, untouched for nearly 2 centuries. John Tyler himself was a complex figure. Though often overshadowed by other presidents, his contributions shaped the office and the Constitution. Coins tied to him remind us that history is made not only by the well-known but also by those who stepped up in critical moments. For collectors, the Tyler gold dollar is not just a numismatic item, it is a direct connection to a story of leadership in crisis. It represents stability during one of the first great tests of the presidency. The artistry of the coin is another reason for its appeal. Every curve, every engraving, and every letter tells a story of craftsmanship from the era when coins were treated not only as money but as national symbols. Museums display Tyler coins as part of their presidential collections, and visitors are often surprised by the elegance of the small golden dollar. They leave with a new appreciation for both the artistry of the coin and the legacy of the man it represents. Gold itself has always carried symbolic power. When shaped into a coin associated with Tyler, it becomes more than a precious metal, it becomes a story cast in brilliance. Collectors around the world recognize the universal importance of such a coin. It is not only about America's history but also about the endurance of democracy, leadership, and order during uncertain times. The Tyler coin inspires respect because of its survival. Each piece has endured wars, economic upheavals, and centuries of change, yet it remains as a golden witness to history. For numismatists, this coin represents one of the great challenges and rewards of collecting. Finding one is rare, keeping one is priceless, and understanding its story makes it all the more meaningful. Each Tyler coin serves as a bridge across generations. Those who preserve it today are carrying forward the memory of the first true test of presidential succession in American history. Tyler's legacy, though often debated, is secured through this coin. It is a tangible reminder of his role in shaping the presidency and ensuring continuity of government. Collectors often say that handling the coin feels like shaking hands with history. Its weight and shimmer bring the 1840s to life, connecting the present with the early days of the Republic. The rarity of this coin means it is often discussed in hushed tones among numismatists. Everyone knows its importance, but very few will ever see one in person. Its cultural and historical worth is immeasurable. While its market value is significant, its role as a symbol of leadership and continuity is priceless. Tyler's presidency may not have been the most famous, but coins tied to him ensure he is remembered. They give him a permanent place in the nation's story. Cast forever in gold, the Tyler gold dollar continues to grow in demand as collectors recognize its importance. With each passing year, the opportunity to own one becomes rarer, driving even greater interest. Every detail of the coin serves as a reminder of the artistry and history it carries. Its elegance, its shine, and its story combine into a perfect numismatic treasure. The Tyler coin shows us that numismatics is about far more than wealth. It is about remembering the turning points in history that shaped the future. For collectors, owning a Tyler coin is a dream fulfilled, a treasure that bridges the past with the present and secures a legacy for the future. Its story will never fade, because gold endures, and so does history. The Tyler gold $1 ensures his presidency, however complicated, will always be remembered. And when it comes to value, the United States of America gold $1 coin of John Tyler from 1841 to 1845 has reached an extraordinary price of $685,000.